finally a new book review to test if I have retained some information and knowledge about the book and I can grasp its fundamental ideas. So, the Steppenwolf, I will not expose the storyline. I'll just give you some ideas that I captured from the book, then tell them to you so you can decide if you want to delve deeper into those ideas and others. So I will try to be as quiet as I can about what happens in the book and just tell the ideas, and then you'll get something out of this video, hopefully. So I have some outlines in the book and I'll talk about some of them. So it's 200 pages long, the book. It's about Harry Hauler, a man who hates the middle class, the bourgeoisie. Or he doesn't hate them, he just doesn't really agree with their lifestyle. He doesn't live like them, at least. He despairs, he hates life, he's miserable. Yeah, and then I won't say anything else. So let's get on to the ideas. Beforehand, I must say something else. This book is not an easy first read. It is dense and hard, it has some weird language. And that may also be because of the translation. It is originally in German. And I do not recommend this translation, I think. It's the only one I've read, but I have this one by Basil Creighton. It's from 1929, so it's formal, it's outdated. There are new modern versions that I probably recommend instead, so you'll better understand the ideas, because I had to struggle a lot with understanding what was meant. Which is also fine, you have to reread the same lines and make yourself think. But I recommend another translation. So, it has some beautiful poetic language sometimes, and I love it. Let me give you an example from the book. So, let me read. There is much to be said for contentment and painlessness, for these bearable and submissive days, on which neither pain nor pleasure cry out, on which everything only whispers and tiptoes around. Yeah, there are many other examples in the book. It has some very sublime and divine imagery, and it's great to read as a lover of poetry. So that is something you can look forward to. But let me actually get into the ideas and talk about them. The first idea I want to propose to you is that the ordinary in life is the backdrop against which the miracles can protrude to shine forth. So let me read from the book. In all things else in the world, daily use and the accepted and common knowledge seemed sometimes to have no other aim than to be arrested now and again for a short second, and broken through, in order to yield the place of honor to the exceptional and the miraculous. We are given a very mundane and dull life, where everything is repetitive and recurring. We do the same habits, we wake up at the same time, go to the same job, speak to the same people, kiss the same person, have the same partner, and so on. And through this very, very boring lifestyle, then we may be allowed to actually experience and have the awareness to actually stop up and behold the awesome, the sublime experiences. When there is a beautiful sunset, or the beautiful rapeseed fields shine yellow or the stunning giant tree that has been there for 50 years or something. Through all this, we can then see the miraculous. Because if everything was miraculous, would it then be miraculous? If everything is fantastic, is it really fantastic? If a word is used to describe everything, the same word describes everything, then it doesn't describe anything. If everyone is good, is anyone actually good? We have just created a new baseline. So we need the boring and mundane, the baseline, to then be able to experience these peaks in dopamine and experiencing gratitude and self-exaltation and transcendence and illumination, awakening, and so on. So it is acceptable to live. No, it's not acceptable to live a boring life. But it is by living a boring life that you may sometimes experience the potency of the miraculous. Now the next idea is scattered through an entire page, but I'll give you some lines from it. Now it is between the two, in the middle of the road, that the bourgeois seeks to walk. He will never surrender himself either to lust or to asceticism. He will never be a martyr, nor agree to his own destruction. So the absolute is his abhorrence. A man cannot live intensely except at the cost of the self. Now the bourgeois treasures nothing more highly than the self. Yeah, so literally the bourgeois, the bourgeoisie, the middle class, it is in the middle. It is not in poverty, in destitution, nor in absolute wealth, like a prince or an emperor or something. And so it is with everything to the middleman. He is neither evil nor virtuous. He is not reckless nor totally cowardly. He is in the middle. He is the balance of everything. He shares the properties of both extremes. He is the equilibrium which balances the entire world. The world, the society and culture would not function if everyone lived on the extreme. Certainly capitalism wouldn't function like that, probably. Nor any other real system. Now, to keep the video short and sweet and to preserve good lighting throughout the whole video as the sun is setting below the horizon, then this will be my last idea from the book. Alright. So it is about each character and personification in a book is an embodiment of only one aspect of a human soul. Let me read. Whoever wishes to recognize this must resolve once and for all not to regard the characters of such a creation as separate beings, but as the various facets and aspects of a high unity. And lower on the page he says, if Faust is treated in this way, Faust, Mephistopheles, Wagner, and the rest form a unity and a supreme individuality. And it is in this higher unity alone, not in the several characters, that something of the true nature of the soul is revealed. You should not try to recreate a person from a book. You should not try to be Harry Hauler in The Steppenwolf, or Edmond Dantes in The Count of Monte Cristo, or Pierre Besukhov in One Piece by Tolstoy. Because they are just tiny aspects of the human soul, and if you only focus on this tiny aspect by devoting yourself to become like this singular character in a book, then you will only recognize and attend to one part of yourself and ignore the rest, because, as is said in The Steppenwolf, the breast and the body are indeed one, but the souls that dwell in it are not 2 nor 5, but countless in number. We have so many different personalities and aspects of ourselves, and we should not just try to recognize one part of it. So you should not read a book by only trying to adopt the traits and mentality and physique of one cool character, however fantastic and majestic he may be, because that is not how your soul functions. It will not give your soul peace and actual self-improvement. You must experience it as a whole book and take in the whole book and add up all the book's characters into a single supreme individuality, a supreme united being. Where if you take One Piece, you unite Andrei Bolkonsky and Pierre Besukhov and Natasha Rostov and all the other fantastic characters that are in that book. That terribly long book. Unite them all, and it is in this supreme unity that you should try to find yourself and touch all the different character traits and personalities that the different characters embody. Alright, that is it. This could have been longer, but this is short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Try and read it. It's a short read. It's 200 pages, as I said. And it's pretty weird. It gets very psychedelic or strange, uncanny. So, yeah. Good read. Goodbye.